In my opinion, the front is as wide as the rear. If that rear matches the front, that's the epitome. That's what you're trying to produce every time. But you know, just like the standard says, an overdone, muscular, structured dog. So you're looking for a big head, you're looking for a big neck, you're looking for that wide gait for them shoulders, you're looking for that rear to be just as wide as the front, and you're looking for that to all be in line and symmetrical almost, which is, there is no perfect dog, but for my 5 traits for an extreme bull, it's got to have muscle, it's got to have chest, it's got to have bone and dome, and it's got to have a good thick rear, and it's got to be able to move.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. I was going to ask you was, it having all of those different traits, do you expect it to still have good and beautiful movement as well?
You expect it to, but what I've seen is, a lot of times you get the dog is an extreme bull is so front heavy. Sometimes you get a little wrist flip. It doesn't mean it's going to gait like that in the ring all the time. Most of our ring dogs can be trained, but with the extreme bully class, I think you're looking for something that can still jump, something that can still go up and down stairs by itself. It doesn't have to be carried. That's an expectancy, at least for my part in it. But they're out there, they're out there. It is indoors, climate controlled. It is in the arena building where they normally hold, monster trucks, the dirt bikes. There've been a few AKC, UKC shows thrown in there. So we've already got, the layout. We know what's going where. That's why we also made it this year to where we're treating the janitor the same as the CEO. There is no ringside booth. There is no VIP booth because, essentially they're all on the floor level, except for the ones that we put up on top of the mezzanine. So it's $300 to be quote unquote ringside or quote unquote VIP, and it's $150 to be up top. I don't think that's outside of the realm for anybody to be able to afford 6 months away. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's all genetics. It's all genetics. You can take, you can take a Ronnie Coleman who was a cop and turned into a professional bodybuilder, with a lot of tren and a lot of DECA and a lot of testosterone. Yeah, of course you can do that. Can you do that with a dog? Sure, I'm sure there's a way you could go about doing it, but it's genetics. You can make the muscle and the joints better with exercise. You can make the muscle more defined with exercise, but you're not going to get your dog ripped by feeding it a raw diet, working it out 30 minutes twice a day, 3 days a week. You're not. It's got to come from the genetics first. Then you build upon that. And that's one thing I really did want to say in this interview. People do not realize, but your Bullyz joints do not set until they're 8 to 10 months old. It's rubber. It's just like a human baby. So you putting all this protein and all this raw in their diet, you're going to create hip dysplasia. You're going to create hip or elbow problems before the growth plates are even sealed. Pay attention to your pups and their blood, and trust me when I tell you, don't add more protein on their diet than they need for the first 8 to 10 months. It's not going to change anything. It's really not.